Hi book lovers, it's Jenny at Julia Baby Jen, and this is my Tome Topple Readathon TBR. Okay, so I just watched this morning the announcement of the next Tome Topple, which will be April 7th through April 20th, which totally threw me in a floozy. I was like, oh my gosh. I was just sitting down last night figuring out my April TBR, and I'm like, okay, that's going to totally change now because I do want to do the Tome Topple. There's been a couple books I haven't read that I've been kind of holding on to for the next Tome Topple. I knew it was going to be coming either April or May. I thought it was going to be May, but that's okay. I am perfectly fine with it being in April. I'm excited. I'm ready for it. So I went ahead and already made my TBR. This is subject to change. So I will leave a link below to the announcement video and the Goodreads group. They did announce what the challenges will be this time. I'll try to remember them all. I think it's the same as last time actually, wasn't it? Read more than one tome, read adult tome, read a graphic novel, read part of a series, and buddy read with someone. I think those were the challenges. The Tome Topple Readathon, if you don't know, is a readathon that takes place over 2 weeks, and you try to read as many tomes as possible, which is considered a book over 500 pages. So this is a fun readathon because it's all about reading those big books, and I love being able to concentrate on reading big books for a couple weeks and just enjoying that. So it's a lot of fun. So I made my TBR, and like I said, this is subject to change, but so I'm gonna redo my whole April TBR because 2 weeks of the month I'll be doing these books. So I've got A Gathering of Shadows by V.E. Schwab. This is the second book in the Shades of Magic trilogy, excuse me. Oh my gosh, not getting anything out here, I'm sorry. The first book I have not read yet, which is The Darker Shade of Magic, but it's not over 500 pages. I have it right here. It is about 400 pages. Is what this one is. So I'm going to read this the first week in April. So this will be on my April TBR, which it already was, but I will just make sure I read this really early in the month, so I'll be ready for when the readathon starts to read the second book. And then I'm going to move right on to A Conjuring of Light by V.E. Schwab. So, yay! I can just binge read the whole trilogy. That was kind of my thought. I've heard that you want to binge read these because there's a huge cliffhanger in this. So I've heard that, yeah, you do want to binge read these. So that's what I'm going to do in April. So those are my first two, which will fill the requirement. They are adult reads, and it is part of a series. And it would be more than one tome. So I don't know. I might buddy read some of these if someone wants to read some of these with me. Let me know in the comments below if you do, because that would be really fun. But I don't think I'm going to do the graphic novel one. I didn't do it last year either. Not because I don't like graphic novels. I just have so many other books I would rather read. So, yeah. So those two are on there. So I definitely want to read those two. Those two are going to happen no matter what. The other one that I really, really want to read, more than anything, is A Court of Mist and Fury by Sarah J. Maas. And I had this on the last Tome Topple, and I didn't get it read. And I've kind of been holding on to it. It's such a freaking big book. But the next book comes out in May. So I really would like to get this read. So that is on my TBR as well. And then I guess I want to read all of these. In level of importance, the next one is Crooked Kingdom by Leigh Bardugo. I was actually have had this on my TV for months. I was going to read it in March, and I still have time to, but I think I'm going to just put it on the Tome Topple TBR. I think that would be better. So I'm just going to move it there, and then I'll work on some of the other books, because I'm probably not going to get through all the books I wanted to read in March anyway. So I'll just set this aside for April and do it with my readathon. So this is the second book in the Six of Crows duology. And I'm really excited to finally finish this. So I'm really hoping that I can finish those 4 books, which I should be able to. I should have no problem with that. Last Tome Topple, I think I put 8 in my TBR and I finished 5, but I had kind of a weird 2 weeks and I was reading other books too. Like I couldn't concentrate on my tomes. So it was kind of a weird one. So I'm hoping that this time I can just concentrate on these. I have 2 more on my TBR that I'm hoping I can get read. I have Brissinger by Christopher Paolini. This is the 3rd book in the Aragon series, which I really don't want to finish this year. I reread Aragon and Eldest last year, and I have not read this yet. So this is the 3rd book, and I'm really hoping I can get this read. And then the last book I have on here is The School of Good and Evil, The Last Ever Actor. This is the 3rd and final book in the trilogy. It's a huge book. This is an MG book. I love this series and I really do want to finish it, so I'm really hoping I can get to this book. This is on the bottom of my stack, but I'm hoping I can get to it. And that is my Tome Topple Readathon TBR. Leave me comments below if you're participating in the Tome Topple and what you're planning to read, and also let me know if you want to buddy read any of these books with me. I would love to do that. I hope everyone has a good day. I will talk to you later. Bye.